Hey everyone, Icy here. Today I'm going to be going over a budget weapon build. There's so many different builds in this game, like attachments, different weapons and stuff, and sometimes it can just get overwhelming, especially for a newer player. And there's tons of videos on the meta builds, and sometimes you just don't have 200,000 rubles to throw into a gun. So today I'm going to go over the AK-74M. It's a really versatile weapon and I really enjoy it. And I'm just going to show you how to build one without breaking your bank. So let's get into this. Alright, here you can see I got my AK-74M already ready. This is the stock one. You can buy this from Prepor level 3 for 37,246. But most of the time, especially at the time of this video, you can find this on the flea market for anywhere from 18,000 to 25,000 rubles. And that's where I got this one. I actually purchased this one for 18,500 rubles right before making this video. And here's the attachments I'm going to be using. I'm going to tell you how much they cost and what trader they come from. All of these are from level 2 and below traders. Alright, so let's get started here. The first one is right here. This DTK 1 76239 and 5439 muzzle brake and compensator. You can get this one right here from Skier level 2 for 4,569 rubles. Alright, then you're going to need this AK-74 gas tube. This comes from the Mechanic level 1 and it is 2,156 rubles. It's pretty basic. AK-74 gas tube. Next we're going to get this handguard. It is a CAA RS-47 foregrip for AK compatible systems, and it is $107 from Peacekeeper level 2. Let's see here, the rubber butt pad or the recoil pad. This thing, this is Prepor level 2, 3,361 rubles. Here's my Cobra EKP sight. You can probably put out whatever sight you want on this. I usually get this one just because it has a -1% recoil, and I like that, especially on AK builds, but it does have -6 ergonomics, so you prefer a different scope or sight, you get it. It's up to you, but this one's pretty affordable at, let's see, I believe it's 9,000. Yes, 9,518 rubles from Prepor level 2. Alright, last but not least, we got, everybody should know this one, the Tango Stubby foregrip. It's definitely not one of the best in the game, but it is cheap. It is unlocked at level 2 Skier, and it is 4,100 rubles. -1% recoil, +6 ergonomics. Like I said, not the greatest, but it's okay. Now I'm going to build this thing, and I'll take it, and then I'm going to show you a couple upgrades you can make if you want to spend a little bit more money that does pretty much improve the build, I think, significantly, but it's really your choice. Let's see here. Let's go in here. You're going to take off this first, the gas tube / handguard right there, and then the compensator. Here it is. Take those two pieces off, then you just throw this stuff on there. Butt pad. There we go. And this is going to be a front mounted sight, as you can see in this picture. The reason, it really, to me, it doesn't make much of a difference, front, back, it's about the same. Some people have their preferences, but if you do want to put a sight on the back, you're going to have to get I think it's the Fab Defense dust cover, I believe it's still called that, but it's pretty pricey. It's like at 20-some thousand rubles, so I would just recommend doing this if it doesn't bother you. And we'll look at the stats here. So we got 69 vertical recoil, definitely not great, and 55 ergonomics, but it's definitely an improvement from what we did have, especially for a budget weapon. Let's see here, the base model. Let me take this stuff back off real quick. Take all this off. There we go. Butt pad. Don't have anything else. Nope. Throw these back on here. Okay, this is the base model. It has 85 recoil, 52 ergonomics. So you can see that it definitely helped quite a bit. But it definitely isn't like a meta gun or nothing like that. But this is what we got. Alright, let me see here. 2 improvements you could make to drop that recoil even more. Go in here. Take off this, the DTK compensator / muzzle brake, and the Tango Stubby, and you can add these instead. Now this is the PWS CQB muzzle brake for the 54539, Now it does require skier level 3 for 11,182 rubles. So it's about 6,000 more rubles. But if you don't have skier level 3, the flea market, it's going to run about 15,000 rubles as of the time of this video. The other piece being the RK1 foregrip, the Zenit RK1. Now it is actually 17,196 rubles from skier level 2. So at skier level 2 you can buy either of these foregrips, but this one reduces recoil by 3% more, so it does jump it down. So let's look at this one more time. The recoil on this, the cheaper build, is 69 on vertical, 192 horizontal. Whoops. Take this off of here. Throw these back on there. And boom, now we're down to 58 vertical and 164 horizontal. So those two pieces, it's about 11 for 11 recoil on the vertical for sure. So that's a significant improvement, you know, if you want to spend the extra rubles. For this build right here that I've got going, it's about, gun and all, it's about 77,255 rubles. Now the build with the Tango stubby and the DTK muzzle brake, the cheaper build, you know, a little bit more recoil, but it is only 57,546. So that definitely shouldn't break anybody's bank, and it's still a pretty reliable gun. Now I'm going to take this into the hideout and just show you guys kind of how it shoots. Hopefully it won't give me that glitch. Earlier it was glitching on me, and like, it's really strange. Let's see here. Nope, it's gonna work this time. That's good. So we'll get this gun here. I'd recommend definitely at a distance to definitely like just single tap this, you know. Like, see, the recoil really isn't that bad. You can crouch, and obviously it gets a little bit better. Now the spray on this, let me reset my ammo for you. The spray, I mean, like, this is what you're gonna get. Which overall, for as cheap as this gun is, that's not a bad recoil in my opinion. Especially, you know, for 57,000 rubles. And I'll show you, I don't know if you can see my character skills or not. Let's go back to this screen. I do not have a high level recoil, so. Oh yeah, I'm level 5 recoil control, so I am far from the max. Same thing at assault rifle level 3. I am far from the max, so that's about what you guys should get. You could get better if you're a higher level on your skills and stuff like that. Now let me switch out these other parts and show you what it looks like. Oh, and failure to mention, you can buy the AK-74M as well and use these same exact parts to build it. Now it will probably be more expensive on the AK-74M just due to the fact that on the flea market this thing runs for like 30,000 plus, or Propor level 2 is still about 38,000. So there, I believe the AK-74M, you can craft this in the hideout, and I believe that's why it's so much cheaper on the flea market, because it's really pretty inexpensive to craft it. But let's hop back in the hideout and show you how this, a little bit, you know, it's about 20,000 ruble difference, but just show you what this looks like. You can decide between the two. Alright, we'll start out single fire like I did on the other one. Definitely can tell reduced recoil. Alright, now let me show you auto fire. Yeah, see, you can tell, even though it definitely controls a little bit better, still a little bit of spread there, but I mean, most of the rounds seem to be on target right there. Let me see here. I need to show you how this thing fires stock too. I should have built two, and that's, you know, see, I got this. It's a little bit more expensive because I have a well, this is about the same as the other one, but this is the lowest recoil I can get in the game right now, and that's 48, and this budget build is 58, so it's 10 different recoil and stuff. I'm sure this one has a lot higher ergonomics. Not too bad, but either way, you know, it's not a huge difference in recoil, 10 points. But this gun is going to cost you a pretty penny more. Like this this gas tube, I'm pretty sure. Nope, definitely not what I'm looking for. Let's see here. If I can find that handguard, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. just the Handguard's 38,000. So for 10 recoil, I mean, if you got a lot of budget, go for that. But I mean, this is a budget video, and this is, you can almost get the results, you know, get close to them anyway, for a lot cheaper. Take this thing out here. Let me take my attachments. Let me just take let me take both of these in here, because this one has 91 recoil, and I think the AK-74M is like 85 to 90. So they're about, this will have about the same recoil as the stock AK-74M. Let me show you the difference. Alright, let's go full auto on the modded AK-74M. A little bit of spread, but still usually keeps the target. Now if you go to this would be like the stock AK-74M. This thing this feels like it jars like all over the place, to be honest. I do not like that at all. One more time. Well, that's not, let me crouch and do it, just show you. Crouch now, that's recoil. I can definitely live with that thing. And that's still, it's really all over the place. So I'm telling you, just, you don't need a ton of money to build a good gun. This would be my recommendation. If you really can afford the extra 20,000 rubles, I would definitely recommend the Zenit RK1 and that PWS CQB over these two, the Tango Stubby and DTK. But if you want to save 20,000, you know, throw those on there. Even if you just throw those on there to start with, and just upgrade per raid. You know, like, you don't have to build this gun straight out. Just say, if I started out, I really like sights, so I would probably end up going with this, what is it, the CAA? Yeah, the CAA RS-47 Handguard. And obviously you'd have to get the gas tube as well, and get those two together, and then maybe put my sight on it, then my foregrip, then my muzzle brake. But that's just me. But never forget your recoil pad here, because it definitely helps out. Let me just show you the difference. 58 recoil, you take this recoil pad off, you're up to 66. So recoil pad's definitely a pretty big improvement. Anyway guys, I'm going to be using this weapon in raid in my streams, and I'm going to probably put a video out with it, just to show you what it can do in raid. With this, I would definitely recommend, you know, ammo choice is key in this game a lot of times. You don't have to buy the crazy expensive 7N39. I mean, if you can afford it, some of them, you know, that'd be great. You know, it's going to take down pretty much anybody in this game. But if you can't, using the BS ammo is still fine. Like level 5 armor and under, it's not, you're going to be able to eat through some people with this weapon. So, anyway guys, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm going to be putting out at least one weapon video a week. Probably keep them budget right now, then I'll get into bigger builds. If you guys have any questions or ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments. And again, thank you for watching this video. I do stream on mixer.com/icymedic. Feel free to drop in, chat, ask any questions. I'll give you all the information I can. But until next time, guys, stay icy.